Hello peeps, Digbug Davy's out. Well, not out, just finished work. Lovely weather today, bank holiday Monday. Hope you're all safe and well. Haven't been out and about for a long time on my bike. I've just been working and everything, so I thought I would just give you a kind of like a follow-up video of my tenere. Basically I've done over 3,000 miles on it now, so I think I can give an honest opinion of what the bike is like. I've seen other videos of this where people just giving their opinions, which is all well and fine and dandy and everything like that, but I want to give an honest opinion of how I found the bike, commuting and that sort of stuff. Haven't been on holiday on it yet, but I've commuted on it every day since I've had it to work. So as you can see, top box is now on, the grab rail and that all works very well. That top box easily fits like 2 crash helmets. Very good. One downside to these are the Yamaha ones, that's the Givey, both exactly the same, but these ones are the ones you'll get from Yamaha, and they use the ignition key, and I don't really like it's got a bit of a shitty feel in the lock. Sometimes it doesn't want to open. I don't like that. The other one, the one that uses the Givey key, I've had no issues. It's exactly the same. It uses, I'm not going to show my exhaust, my license plate. You know, it just uses this cover. They both do the same. See what I mean? They have the cover on them. Both got the same, but that uses a Givey key. That uses the ignition key. Sometimes that is just doesn't feel so good. Anyway, let me just start. I'm not going to start it, but I want to see how many miles I've done, so I can at least be honest. It's 21 degrees at the moment. There you go. 3,494. So I can give an honest review. So things since my last video which I've changed. Obviously top box and the grab rail bits have changed. Also added these for a little bit extra wind protection in the winter. So I'm not sure if they make a massive difference. They seem to. But they're like from Pyramid Plastics. They didn't cost me much, so whatever. I normally get these mirror extenders. You just get them off eBay, and the old mirror just bolts in, and then this just bolts in where the old mirror was. Gives you an extra, brings it out past your elbow a bit better, gives you a bit better view on the motorway. I'm probably going to change the screen and change these bits because I'm fed up with this look of the murkiness behind there. I've seen in Pyramid Plastics they do like an extra, like a wind deflector to push it out. Obviously got the Pyramid Plastics fender extender there. What else have I changed? Obviously, I'm sure you remember, I changed the sump guard, the bash plate, got the bars, got the exhaust, got the heated grips, you know that. What else have I changed? The Bagster tank cover comes in very handy. I've got a big bag that sits on there, but it makes it a bit too much. I know it's a bit excessive when I've got all of this, but I've got a little tank bag that I use, and I can just put, my cards in it, sunglasses and stuff like that. So that's just like a small thing that goes on there. Pretty handy. It is quite tight when you're pushing this down. But yeah, nothing too bad. I have seen people having issues with the petrol cap when they actually put in the key, and people have actually snapped their keys off in here. I've not had any issues with it. It's been fine since I've used it. So don't know what they're doing. So let's get down to the nitty gritty. I'm going to sit down on here. Right, so have I had any issues with it? No, the bike has run perfectly the whole time. Sometimes it has a little bit of a flutter in the morning, on a cold morning. It starts okay, but I remember the MT-07 just started instantaneously. The bike just cranked up really well. This, I know it's the same engine, but it doesn't seem to have that. Don't know why. Still started fine though. As I said, I've ridden it every day in all the salt, and so far I'm hoping my crash helmet doesn't get blown off here. So far everything is okay, apart from one thing, which I will get to later on in the video, which is actually something that Yamaha know about, and they told me about it when I bought this, and it kind of annoyed me. Within a few hundred miles it happened on mine, and they're really bad now. So anyway, the bike does, so I ride backwards and forwards to work on it. 95% of that is motorway, and I get roughly, say, 150-ish miles to the tank before it goes to reserve, and then it costs me, like, you know, it's over a tenner. I'm trying to think how much it is, but I'm trying to remember. I just look at the litres to try and figure out how much it does per gallon, but roughly it does about 60 odd to the gallon, which is what the actual computer's saying. So the computer's quite right. It's about 60 to 65 miles per gallon, which is actually pretty good. Doesn't cost much. It's like 10 litres of fuel and it's filled back up again, so it doesn't cost much to fill it back up, so that is good. Everything else, as I say, has been perfect. I don't like the ignition key locks on the side panniers, so if you're thinking about getting them, see if you can actually use the original Givey key, if that's an option, before they actually program the locks to the ignition one. I did not like it. But everything else, yeah, as I said, has been perfect. Everything's been really good. The bike's been reliable. I've enjoyed it. Yeah, very, very good. So anyway, to the minus points, okay? So, I can't remember if I mentioned this in the old video, in the other video. It's things like this. Right, that looks like it's just dirty spokes, yeah? I don't know if you can see it, but it looks like dirty spokes. But I guarantee you it's not. I know the bike's dirty, I've just given it a rinse off, but they're not dirty spokes, they are tarnished. And that happened within 500 or 600 miles. The spokes went like that. And when I bought this bike, Yamaha, the dealers that I got this from, which is Brian Gray's, openly told me that the forks are crap. Not the forks, sorry, the spokes are crap, and they tarnish. So I was told, if you want to get them changed, you know, you report it to Yamaha as a warranty claim. You can, I'm not sure 100% on this, but this is what they told me, you can get, say, stainless steel or stainless steel black ones, or whatever you want to do. You can buy the spokes, hand it to Yamaha. You have to buy the spokes, obviously, they don't do that, and they will change the spokes for you. Or obviously you could get a replacement for these spokes, but they're just going to tarnish again. So is it worth it? No. I'm going to buy my own. I'm probably going to get some black spokes, but I don't know, we'll see. So that's one thing I think is crap. Good thing about these at the moment, like this, is known for being excessively bad on MT-07s. Mine looks fine, so that's good. I've seen it on Facebook groups as well, where people's have really gone bad. Mine, so far, touch wood, is good. But now, the one thing, right, I'm looking right at them, my biggest gripe with this bike is the brakes. They're okay. I'm not saying they're shit. They're probably more than adequate for a bike like this, but I'm used to way more powerful brakes. And I actually had an accident on this a couple of weeks ago. Okay, it wasn't a bad one. I basically was just riding up. I was coming up behind a car. There was a zebra crossing. The guy just randomly jammed his brakes on. I put my brakes on, and all it did was just skid. Okay, the front just locked up and it just skidded. Obviously, it's, you know, it went on up and down, but it skidded on, I don't know, gravel or something like that. But it just carried on going. And there was no feel. It just, I don't know what it was. There was just something very strange, because I'm used to bikes, obviously, but at that time I'd never had a front brake act like that. It just felt like nothing was there. There was pressure at the lever and everything was fine, and it was stopping because, as I said, the front wheel had kind of locked up and it was doing the jolting like ABS does. But the bike just carried on going. It then just went straight into the back of the guy in front, and luckily the guy in front had a, you know, like the spare wheel on the back. So as this was going down, I don't know if you can see it, it's kind of here, but it was slightly, so this went under his spare wheel on the back of his car. Okay, so I didn't fall off the bike, I stood up, I stayed up, and here, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a scratch there. I don't think it's even cracked, so it's okay. But there's a mark there where it hit the kind of, I guess, halfway down the wheel. And that was all because the feel on the brake was just shit. Yeah, I've had some bikes with quite shit brakes, but to be honest, I've never had them act that way. And it wasn't even wet. No, sorry, yes, it was wet. It wasn't icy or anything like that. It was just a bit of rain that had just fallen recently, and it just did not want to stop. So I'm guessing it's a mixture of the knobbly tyres, brakes are a bit, yeah, which I've heard on other reviews as well. So anyway, apart from that, everything is fine. Everything is fine. I'm not planning on selling the bike, to be honest. I actually really like it. It's ideal for what I use it for, to be honest with you. It's very easy to just ride in a higher gear and chug along. Very, very easy. So I really like it. I like it a lot. For all its little quirks, there's nothing really that bad that would put me off keeping it. The seat seems to be quite comfy, to be honest, even though I thought it was going to be fucking horrible, to be honest, but it's fine. Seems okay. Anyway, I just want to say thanks for all the recent subs. There's been quite a few recently. I'm at like 850 now, nearly. So thanks for that. I have been keeping eyes on messages and stuff, but I just have not been making videos just because I've been working too much. So my next plan on this, because one of my friends, he is hoping to get into biking, and I've been trying for quite a while to make a video to teach people how to ride, because a lot of people don't understand like the gears on bikes and stuff like that. So I just want to kind of hand over a little bit of knowledge, because a lot of the stuff that you get on YouTube it's a bit too much, where it's actually quite simple on a bike. There's, you know, once you start thinking about too much, then you end up making too many mistakes, where I just kind of want to break down a video. So if you think that's a good idea, then leave a comment in this, and yeah, I'll probably do it on this bike. Actually, it's not really an idle learner bike. I was going to do it on my girlfriend's 125, but she's now stopped riding. So yeah, I'll probably do it on this. You know, I'll do a walk around, show like how the gears work, show like where the brake and the clutch and the rear brake is and all that sort of stuff, and show you where you check the oil and all that stuff. That's kind of what I want to do. So yeah, if you think that's a good idea, leave a comment. And Nick, if you're watching this, hopefully I can help you out, mate. Anyway, yeah, here's my tenere. So hopefully I'll do a video soon. Now the weather's good, once I get a bit of time, I'm gonna start doing more videos. And there's actually a bike I bought probably nearly a year, actually it is over a year ago now, and I still haven't done a video on it. It's a bit of a special bike, and hopefully I should do a video on it soon and do a little reveal on my channel, because it's a little bit late for me, to be honest. It's a bit shit. But it'll be interesting to see people's views on it, because it is a real, the colour on it is a real, I love it, my girlfriend loves it, most people love it, but some people look at it and hate it. So it's a bit of a custom, so, but yeah, we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to check out of here, because we are now nearly 14 minutes. So once again, thanks for all the subs. Hopefully I'll catch up with you soon once I'm out of work. Hopefully I'll get a chance to actually go riding, do some onboard things. I'll do an onboard review of this so you can actually see what it's like. And yeah, once again, thanks for everyone, thanks for all your messages, thanks for your recent subs, and hope you're all well and enjoying the bank holiday Monday. See you later, peeps. Bye.